Tourism forms a major part of our economy. Let's head to KwaZulu-Natal, where the economy has arguably been hit the hardest in recent months. It's still recovering from the impact of lockdown restrictions, mass looting and destruction that left the province with billions of rands worth of damages. So just how is KZN marketing itself as a tourism destination for both locals and foreigners following the attempted insurrection? Our reporter Lethiwe Mdluli is on the story, and she joins us now from Ushaka Marine World in Durban. Lethiwe, thanks so much for joining us. What's happening in KZN? How are the tourism authorities trying to attract both international and domestic visitors?
Well, good morning, eNCA. This morning I'm coming to you live from Ushaka Marine World, which is one of Durban's biggest tourist attractions. As I'm speaking to you, we are getting ready to see a campaign, the launch of a campaign called My Heritage, My City campaign, which actually seeks to attract more tourists into the city. And I'll be speaking to Durban Tourism shortly. But the one thing that I want to mention is the fact that Durban tourism has taken a hit, especially during last year, because of the pandemic, because of the economic situation in the country, and also more recently because of the civil unrest that we experienced as a country and as a province as well. So the numbers took a dip. As we know, Durban as South Africa's playground, more recently that has not been the case. The numbers are slowly dipping. But I'm now joined by Lethiwe Mdluli, who is the Deputy Head for Durban Tourism, who's just going to share more about what are some of their plans to bring in more tourists into the city. Good morning, Winile. As we can see right behind us, there is a lot of activity. There's people here. We're launching the campaign, My City, My Heritage campaign. My first question has to do with how has Durban tourism been affected since the pandemic started?
All right, thank you very much, Lethiwe, and greetings to the viewers at home. As everybody else, we have been affected since the pandemic last year in 2020 in March. However, because we didn't want to just succumb to that, we felt that we need to revive our tourism continuously as one of the hard-hit industries globally. So we immediately started on a soft launch to keep the brand alive. And what we did in terms of a recovery plan, it was adopted in April, just after March when the pandemic started, in terms of assisting tourism businesses. And the city, the mayor of the city actually launched it in terms of assisting businesses in tourism, rebates for B&Bs from business to residential. And also what we did, we went on a robust virtual, campaign to actually keep the brand alive. And then as the regulations were being relaxed throughout the year, we made sure that we go on road shows, which actually yielded big positive benefits for us during Easter's, because that is where we really saw a real peak, because in festive there was also a level 3 lockdown. And also we converted some big events, because gatherings are prohibited, into virtual experiences like the Vodacom Durban July and many other events that are happening now hybrid. They still, in the scale, bring visitors to the accommodation sites, to the restaurants. And then we are doing a lot of collaboration with the creative industry, because that's another industry that has been affected, in terms of promoting the destination and making sure that we give a very vibrant experience and excitement for the visitors which are coming to the city. So as a city, we continue in terms of the resuscitation of the tourism sector to make sure that the visitors keep coming in. So today, as we are here, as part of the Tourism Month, launch, which collaborates with the Heritage Month, we are launching our Tourism Month, which is themed My City, My Heritage. So we are actually saying Durban is a cosmopolitan city. Durban is a home away from home. Durban is cultural diverse, and Durban is the warmest place to be. So people must come to Durban. Durban is open for business. Durban is there for everybody to come and visit. If you come, you get anything and everything in Durban. And Durban is rich in culture, in heritage, and also hidden gems that people cannot find anywhere else. Like here, we are here today at Ushaka Marine. Right here, there's the biggest aquarium in the continent. So you can't find it anywhere else. So Ushaka Marine. We are next to the promenade, 8-kilometer promenade. It's the longest promenade in Africa. So Durban is unique like that. And we have one of our cultural heritage routes, Inanda Heritage Route, where the first democratic president, Dr. Nelson Mandela, voted. You cannot find that anywhere else. He made a choice to come to eNCA to actually vote. So that is iconic. And we say people must actually come to the destination. And there's going to be many other activities during the tourism month throughout for people to come and experience Durban, because Durban is open and everybody is welcome.
And last question for you is, how are people who are traveling on a tight budget going to be catered for? Because a lot of people lost their jobs last year because of the pandemic.
Okay, what is important to highlight is that the attractions that I've highlighted, most of the heritage sites, you don't actually have to pay. It's actually open to everybody. You just come, and there's a lot of wealth of information for people to come, because there's a perception that traveling is expensive. And secondly, the value proposition for us is to say Durban is affordable, simply because the rates of visitation, working with the private sector, there's huge incentives, there's huge discounts, because we have the traveler in mind, that their economic situation is not as good because of the COVID, and Durban is affordable. And those packages, very discounted packages, will actually be flighted on our social medias, on our website, so that as a family, as friends, you are able to come and afford the visitation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, Annika, those are some of the plans that the city of Durban has put in place for those who will be traveling on a tight budget. We know that the economic situation in the country is not that great. A lot of people have lost their jobs, and those who are traveling on a tight budget. So those are some of the plans that they have. They're saying that Durban is open for business, and those who want to come and visit can come, and they will be catered for, and their tight budget will also be catered for.